Legend Development Center. Apply neuroscience for educational outcomes.
Imagine you are the first person on Earth. It's perfect here. Everything is so full of potential.
You find a place you like, so you go there again and again. And as you do, you begin to make a trail. You bring in trucks and equipment to build a home there. The path becomes a road. Next comes sand and gravel to keep the road from crumbling. It's not long before you pave the road and connect it to more places. You widen the road and add lanes. As traffic comes, you continue to build and strengthen the road. Before you know it, you have a massive superhighway. But what happens if your road leads to something hazardous? How can you control the traffic to avoid those danger spots? You try putting up traffic signs, but the highway is too big. The only way to keep something bad from happening is to get rid of that road. You need a crew of experts who can help you safely dismantle the road. And when they are done, nature will eventually reclaim everything. Your brain is just like this.
In the beginning, your brain was pristine. Everything was beautiful and perfect. There were no mistakes. Your brain is the landscape of yourself.
Each thought and impulse you have follows a path from one location to another. Electrical impulses and chemicals travel from one neuron to the next on a neural pathway. The more you use certain paths, the more your brain strengthens them. Before you know it, you've built a massive superhighway inside your head. If our mental pathways lead to a place we don't want to go, you can dismantle them. Dr. Lynn Fraley and her team at the Legend Development Center are a crew of brain experts. Their mission is to deconstruct negative neural networks and build positive ones in their place. And when they do, the brain absorbs the unnecessary tissue and redirects its energy to building those healthier paths. The physical structure of your brain actually changes based on what you think. This is called neuroplasticity. You are what you think. So why do we care about all this stuff anyway? Because when your brain paths lead to helpful areas of the brain, you can build greater contentment, happiness, and connection. But it's not good when those superhighways have been built to less helpful places, like anxiety, depression, or worse. When you take control of your thoughts and learn how to rewire your brain, you can overcome incredible mental obstacles. At Legend, we apply the power of neuroplasticity to education.
Imagine what the world would be like if every child was able to use their brain at its fullest capacity. The traditional school model may provide opportunities to do this if your highway is already strong. But it doesn't work for everyone. Because of the way their brains work, some students find school to be more like a prison than a path to opportunity. They fail at school again and again and again.
Too often they find themselves failing with friends, failing at home, failing at everything. They don't know that their neural pathways may be the root of their problems.
They want to change their lives, but they don't know how. Their problems become their identity.
At Legend, students in alternative education programs are taught the principles of neuroplasticity. They are shown how to find their true identity, pass the grades, disciplinary actions, and diagnoses.
Back to a time when their brains were capable of doing anything.
They learn how to build healthy relationships. Most importantly, they learn how they can improve their lives as they change their brains. Meet Sam. Sam was failing at school and life. He wanted to change, but he didn't know how. The uncertainty and pain was exhausting. It sucked the life right out of him. Sam forgot who he really is. He disconnected from his true self and was lost on that great big negative highway. If this is what his life looked like on the outside, this is what it looked like on the inside. Brain scans of kids like Sam show reduced activity in areas they need to grow into functional adults. Sam joined the Legend class. In it, he strengthened the executive functions of his brain. He deconstructed his negative neural pathways. He rewrote his identity by recognizing for the first time ever that he isn't a loser with no hope, stuck with addiction and failure. He's actually a super cool kid with a lot to offer and even more to accomplish. After going through the Legend program, Sam became an influence for good with his peers and in his community. Because of Legend, Sam is in control of his life, once and for all. If this is what Sam looks like on the outside now,
This is what he looks like on the inside.
his brain scan is alive with activity.
This is Sam. He knows who he is. He knows his legend. Welcome to the Legend Development Center.